We dream so colorful. Oh, we love so strong. The world is relentless, the city won't sleep. It hardens your soul, brings you to your knees. We can face.
Hello, hello! I'm so glad you got your Twitch account back. Thank you for joining onto the stream. Ah, perfect temperature for coffee. Hey Mel! Thanks for joining! Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? Because I did not, but I see everyone talking about it on Twitter, so I always feel like I miss out on all this big news. And like I love Nintendo as a company and all their games and their creativity and stuff like that, but like I'm never interested enough or have a group of friends, I guess like physically with me to hype up the Nintendo Direct. Oh crap. Is anyone else lagging? Is anyone else's stream lagging? Maybe could be something I can fix on my end. Hi Death Vegas! Thank you for joining! You're okay? My poor computer. All good on your end? Okay. Try refreshing. Maybe Twitch is rolling ads or something. I never know what's up with Twitch. But yeah, anyways, I get so hyped up seeing people talk about the Nintendo Direct because they're so excited about the games coming up. All I know is that there's golfing coming up for Mario. Splatoon 3 is like the big one that everyone's screaming about, and I think there's a new remake of a Zelda game, maybe Skyward Sword. But yeah, I'm just glad everyone's happy. Today, we, and by we I mean I, am going to be drawing Puglie for April Fools. I don't know, I can't recall if this is my first April Fools with Puglie, but I guess my theme for this year's April Fools is just cursed Puglies. So, see, when you think of long Puglies, right? Which length do you think of when you think of long? I couldn't decide, so I drew two versions of a long Puglie. I drew, like, one that is horizontally long. Alright, let me see if I can just... There we go. I drew one that's horizontally long, and then, let me close this. Do not save. And then I drew one that is, like, long. So, yeah. I'm going to warn if it lags again. By the way, I'm Laura from YouTube. I got my Twitch packet working. Oh, hi Laura. I'm glad you got it. You got it working. Yes. Yeah, sometimes YouTube doesn't super work, and if I go any further with Twitch, apparently, unfortunately, I cannot stream on YouTube while I'm streaming on Twitch. It's just one of their stipulations. I don't know if I'm going to get any further with Twitch, honestly, but it's just one of those things. But yeah, so today we're going to draw more cursed Puglies. If you hear a lot of screaming in the background, that is because there's a lovebird in my house. And if she hears me making noise, she also needs to make noise. But yeah, here's cursed long Puglies. So today, that's what we're drawing. These two concepts I drew before, and I just want to add on to it. I want to draw like maybe 3 per. And today, the long legs. Oh, that's a weird leg. And yeah, I am trying to get more into Clip Studio Paint. And so far, outside of like the little things, I feel like a crotchety old man. Because I'm like, these things aren't in the same place, and these tools don't work exactly as I remember them to. But overall, with the functions that Clip provides, one being like you can change the line weight of like anything. You can change the weight of anything. That just blew my mind, because one of the big issues that I have with Puglie is that like sometimes it's really hard for me to gauge like what the perfect line weight is for him, depending on like how big I'm drawing the Puglie and also how big the canvas is. And so sometimes if I draw the line weight too thin or too thick, and I don't realize it until like I'm like a fourth way through, it just, I have to redo it. So Clip has been amazing. Clip Studio is my best friend. Oh my god, yeah, like I'm trying to, I can see so much potential as to how Clip can also be my best friend, and I'm just working on it. I would be afraid of my pug if her legs were like this. When April Fool's comes, I'm gonna have a vote as to like which version of long Pugly do people enjoy. Burbs, maybe a Pugly bird, a burb. I actually want to do like a little bird series with Pugly, kind of akin to like how he dressed up in animal onesies, but in bird onesies, and that's definitely coming up. I also want to do one for sea creatures. Um, I've been meaning to do one just because I want to raise like charity or donation funds for the local aquarium, like the Vancouver Aquarium, because it hasn't been doing well because of COVID. I don't know if that's still viable, but I do want to do a sea creature series. I don't use it. It's like, I mean, everyone has their like go-to um, paint or program, illustration program. For the longest time, I've been Photoshop, but as my computer gets older and as I guess just like more and more updates of Clip that I see are coming out, I'm starting to realize that Photoshop isn't the most viable option just because of their whole like Adobe's stupid subscription service that I vehemently hate. So I am trying to learn a new program that is unanimously raved about, and I can see why. It's always hard to get into a new program. It is. I mean, I don't know why. Alright, I'm basically looking like off the screen, so my webcam is completely useless. So I'm still here, but we're just gonna have a little idle animation in the phone. But yeah, it is actually so hard to get into a new drawing program. And a lot of it is honestly just the hotkeys. It's the workflow, and like how some tools work. Even the hotkeys that you're so used to in a previous program, or even how like a tool is being used. Like if like in Photoshop, when you mask something, you mask it by painting it black. But in Clip, you mask something by erasing it. And that was so trippy to me. Definitely one of the things that I really dislike about Clip is the inability for me to draw a straight line. Because if I hold down Shift in Photoshop and I draw a straight line, it's a perfectly locked horizontal or vertical straight line. But if I do it in Clip, it is a straight line, but it's not locked onto anything. So sometimes I just want a perfectly horizontal straight line, and I can't do that. And then the first few times I needed to, and I would hold down Shift to do it in Clip, and that came up. I just quit Clip and just reopened Photoshop. Hi Maluna, thanks for joining! It is a long boy. It is one type of long boy. The thing is, my computer is not as good, and also I'm a minor, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, these illustrations do take, these programs do take a bit. I am constantly surprised that I can even stream while running these things on my poor 2012 MacBook Pro, but there's something to be said about how amazing laptops were back then. And I would also recommend, if you are strapped for cash, or even in general, honestly, Clip often has sales like up to 50% off, come around like say Christmas or Black Friday or something like that, and it's so worth it when you get it on sale. Alright. I'm gonna draw a little like donut Pugly. Not donut Pugly, but like long Pugly in action, which is just this. Oh, it's wrong. There we go. But yeah, how's everyone doing? It is Happy Hump Day because we are in the middle of the week. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Cat Dog. I don't know if some of you guys remember or grew up with it, but there used to be a cartoon in the 90s called Cat Dog. It was literally a cat and a dog formed together, and they were just really long. Like, it's a cat on one end and a dog on the other, and that was it. That was the cartoon. And one of the things I always wondered back then when I was young was, how do they poo? Because I mean, of course, it physically doesn't make sense. It's a cartoon. It doesn't need to. But at the same time, I'm like, but pooing. That's always so hard for me. I animate every now and then. My program has the line tool, but I don't really know if I can make it a straight line. Yeah, I really dislike that. And then obviously when I'm looking for help on Google and stuff, people are saying like, oh, well, you can use the actual line tool to do that, but it's not what I'm looking for, because I'm looking for something that is the brush tool essentially. I don't want just a straight line with like a single thickness, even though Puglie is a single thickness. Cat dogs stuck together, right? Someone did alchemy on them. If you use direct draw, there's a straight line tool. You can hold shift, I think, to lock it. Direct draw? Am I missing something? Because right now I'm using the pencil tool. Yeah, I'm using the pen tool. Mel, there's so many tools in here. There's so many tools, and then there's so many sub-tools. It's like, I'm scared to explore. It's almost like there's so many functions that are so life-changing, but in a way there's so many that you don't even know where to start to look. Not bad, snowed in, so I've had a 5-day weekend so far. Oh my god. Are you living also somewhere in the south? Hopefully not where the most affected is. I don't, but I remember something around that. They just don't poop. I mean, that's like, you know, in the amazing cartoon world, like, yeah, I guess so. They just don't poop. It's family friendly. They don't fart or poop. But at the same time, what a horrible existence. But they have the power of friendship. So that's all that matters, I guess. It's the one that makes shapes too. Oh, you can change the brush tip for the straight line tool. You're gonna have to Google how. No, I don't remember. Okay, thanks, Mel. I shall Google it sometime. Oklahoma. Oh. Oh, I hope you're faring your state? Yeah. Oklahoma's a state, right? Oh my god. I hope your state is faring better than Texas, and I hope you're staying warm and safe in there. Because everything that I am just briefly reading about Texas and everything is scary and abysmal. And like, I've had power outages before. I've experienced them before for like hours or something. I've experienced like cold, obviously, because I'm up here in Vancouver, albeit we don't get that cold. But I can't imagine the amount of power outages and blackouts that people are suffering from. And just the whole issue with their water, power, electricity, gas, etc., etc. Here is raining, but Brazil, no snow. That's not bad. Sincerely, Jur. Hi, I have a question for you. What are your thoughts on pugs? Pugs are precious, precious, pathetic creatures. And I say that with all the love I have for them. They look so sad and so upset with their life, their existence, with the world, but they are just so sweet and so full of love, and you just need to protect them with your all because they deserve it. I feel sad that there is such an issue with breeding pugs, in that naturally breeding them, or how should I say this? Like, them naturally is unnatural because they're bred to have so many health issues and stuff like that. And it's really sad to have a dog suffer like that. But for those that exist, they deserve to be protected and loved, and they are just so ugly in a cute way. And that's why I love them so much, because they're so ugly and cute. Most important thing is power of friendship after all. Don't need a poo. Just the power of friendship. Thank you for putting along, Sincerely, Jur. Well, the pups and I are alright. We're lucky to have power right now. We just can't leave our neighborhood for anything. Some friends in Austin, Texas have been without power for 3 days now. That's insane. I have one friend that recently moved to Texas, like last summer, moved to Texas. Austin also. And I am worried for her and her little fatty. But according to another friend, she's doing okay. Her and her husband are doing okay. They've just been without power for quite a while, and also she is like the most rugged, survival savvy person I know. Like, she goes camping in the desert. She loves it. She loves camping in the desert, the swamps and bogs and stuff like that, forests. So I mean, I'm sure the cold conditions are not great, but I am quite certain that she knows how to survive. A lot more than I would. Is this the right... Oh, that's too thin. Okay. But yeah, we also had like an Arctic Circle warning in our province. I'm assuming Seattle also did too. But basically, it's like you're in the Arctic vortex, which means it's going to be really cold. And then for 2 days, we had a lot of snow. And then thankfully, it melted pretty fast, and it's like sunshine right now outside. Look at this roly-poly. I'm hoping... I have some new equipment coming in for my homemade stickers. I just need to go pick it up sometime. And I'm really hoping this new equipment will kind of up the quality of my homemade stickers so that I can be a bit more proud of them. And then if I can get all that set up in time, and I feel quite confident with going back to shop work, then I'll reopen my store just with like a small sticker release. And then I'll just be waiting for all the new Puglie merchandise that I have in store. Let me fix this a little bit. Just want this to be rounder. Okay, perfect. as soon as I said it was raining a lot here, it started raining a lot. Also, probably going to have to quit the stream soon. Oh, well, thank you for joining regardless, and yeah, let me know when you head out. But I really appreciate you. Well, I'm grateful that you were able to find your Twitch account again, and grateful that you were able to join. Uh, let's see. Same weekend was pure snow. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of scared because uh, my car doesn't have winter tires on it yet. I was kind of playing the dangerous game of maybe I can go without switching my tires this year. I think I can make it. um, but yeah, I was a teensy bit scared of slipping, sliding, and getting stuck. I heard from some friends who went up to I guess realistically it's a mountain, but it's not like a ski mountain or anything. It was just a mountain that, you know, you could go up to visit and walk around like a park or something. Some cars were stuck in, like, on the side of the road because of the snowbanks and stuff, and like sliding scarily close to like ditches. Death Vegas, that's good. It's not usually this cold in the area. It was the first time I've seen an actual temperature of 0. Yeah, I can imagine this being a huge shock to many people in the South. Ooh. It's summer over here, but I don't live in hot city, so I was using a jacket all day. That's nice. Because whenever I think of Brazil, I think of, well, tropical weather. So, yeah, I just think of it being really hot and very humid. That's what Brazil is in my head. And I do awfully in humid weather. Because I just, like, your clothing sticks to you, I'm sweaty, it's hot. And then even in humid weather, too, like, there's, like, the most humid I can remember, at least, is being in Singapore. And there's, like, it's not that there's no such thing as fresh air. Singapore's air is actually really beautiful. But, like, because it's so humid, I can't feel the air going into my body, so it doesn't feel like I'm breathing anything. And it's just the most awful feeling. The stickers I put on my hard drive have fared pretty well. The aw heck table flip has taken a bit of a beating, but it's still holding there. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, some of my homemade stickers, of course, they're not laminated and stuff. So I did get a laminator, and I'm really hoping it all works out, and I can really provide the kind of quality that I want to provide with my stickers. We did all our groceries the day it started before it got bad. That's so smart. There's a lot of cars that were sliding around, and we got someone was trying to get their car out at 4 a.m. from the snowbanks. I think they killed their engine because they were just blasting the gas. Oh my lord. Yeah, that's so rough. And, like, man, at that point, like, you have to shovel the snow, and most likely you have to slip those, like, anti-skid things underneath your tires, just so your tires can get a grip to even, like, start going. But yeah, I'm really glad, like, my apartment has covered parking, like indoor parking. So I didn't have to worry about my cars getting snowed in, or even like the frost on the windows and stuff. see. Oh, I just realized his ears are... But yeah, snow is great so long as you don't have to drive in it. Then when you need to drive, it's just kind of scary. But my partner and I end up going to like a park on the second day that the snow stuck around. And I got to build a little snow toad, like Toad from Mario. I got to build a little snow toad. And man, building a snowman is hard. Like, snow is a very finicky material. Like, one moment it's like super nice and packed and you're like, oh yeah, this is really solid. And the next it just like one part shatters and then the other part just everything crumbles in your hand. Well, it's pretty much it. Usually hot varieties between cities, but anyways, and it's actually pretty dry when it's not raining, so rain here is a salvation. I am surprised that it's dry, but, I mean, yeah, I'll take your word for it. Oh yeah, Mel, how was your bubble tea making? There's no shovels here, what? Cup of Ari, thank you so much for putting along. Yeah. For any of you here watching, if you need more consistent content, good consistent content on Twitch, I would definitely recommend visiting Miss Melbear because she actually consistently streams and is more active than I am. And she does art also, but she also does cooking and experimental cooking, aka making bubble tea at home. Well, summer isn't as much around February, March, but like no rain equals extremely dry. That makes sense. Like, even though Vancouver is more humid because we're right by the ocean, yeah. Yeah, we can also still get dry in the summer if we just have a lot of sun. Like, sometimes we can be so bad with not having water for so long that we will have city warnings about, like, you know, no smoking in the parks, make sure to throw your cigarettes in the cigarette bins and stuff like that, you know, wildfires, etc., etc. Well, not like, of course, no wildfires, but like, no starting like campfires and stuff. And yeah, we somehow always have fires that are most always man-made. It went well after we fixed the tapioca dough. My mom told me it looked like I was playing with poo. Wait, how did you fix it? Was it like too big, or like was the measurements wrong or something? Undead Ornstein. Ornstein? Thank you so much for putting along. If I have pronounced your name wrong, I'm very, very sorry. Welcome everyone to me here just drawing pugs. I hope you may draw along with me. And I am currently not on webcam just simply because my head is down and you want to be able to see anything anyways while I'm drawing. So enjoy these little idle animations. And if you hear any screaming in the background, that is because I have a pet lovebird that is actually my partner's. And when I talk, she talks, so she's just there. And for those of you who are just joining onto the stream and wondering why Puglie looks like this, or if you don't know Puglie at all, Puglie is a little pug character that does not actually look this long. I am just drawing something silly for April Fools this year, because I don't know if I am safe to say I'm ahead of schedule, but I'm finding the time to really draw things that make me laugh with Puglie. So that's what I'm prioritizing myself with this year. Just really giving myself the time to not worry about deadlines. Obviously still hitting them, but just trying to find the time to draw all the silly and stupid things that I want to with Puglie. Because what's the point of having an original character if you don't have fun drawing it? The dough was too dry. I think the heater made the room too dry. Oh, so we added more water to fix it. It's okay, the second time you said it was right. Ornstein? Did I say the E or the Ein? Oh my god. Undead Ornstein. You know what would be great if, like, if Twitch offered a pronunciation thing? E. Okay, thank you. Thank you for correcting me. If Twitch offered a pronunciation thing, so, like, if streamers were curious, like, they could hover over your name or something, and then, like, it'd be up to you to write down how your name is actually pronounced. But maybe the fun of it is just streamers fumbling over the names, and that's fine too. Yeah. Yeah, his butt is way too big for his head. Let me fix that a little bit. I just care too much about the booty. Tangents. Why? Okay. Oh, does Facebook have a pronunciation area? Okay, legit. I think I'm safe to say I basically quit Facebook. Not really by, like, actively quitting it or anything. But this is probably about 4 years ago or so. Like, long time ago. I just realized that my morning routine took like an hour or two, and it's basically quite literally my addiction to social media in a way back then. Um, like I'd have to check Facebook because I want to see what's good, what's happening with my friends, I don't know, new events, whatever, etc., etc. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm done Facebook. Time to check Twitter because that's where I follow like rad artists and funny shit posters and stuff. And then afterwards, like, oh, I'm gonna check Instagram because Instagram. And I would just spend so long waking up because I'd literally just be in bed scrolling social media. And then at some point, I got kind of frustrated that I would be spending so long on social media, especially the moment I woke up. So I made the decision to delete one of the apps off my phone. So then I'd have to like at least get to the computer to check something, and that ended up being Facebook just because I found the other social medias more interesting. And then after I deleted the app off my phone, I just stopped checking it altogether. And unfortunately, my wake up routine is still kind of not great. I still sometimes spend upwards to like an hour just scrolling social media, and then like I turn off the app, and then I just go back on it. It's awful. Um, but for the little bit where I cut out Facebook, it has been such a relief in a way. Um, so yeah, after that, I basically stopped using Facebook. I stopped checking it. I stopped posting status updates. Say like once every 3 months, I'd go to check my notifications. But overall, like I have no idea what's going on with, I don't know, any life updates or things that are happening with my friends if they aren't on Twitter. Which, in a way, I feel kind of FOMO. I feel like I'm missing out on some things. But in another, it's just kind of like, you know what? Maybe if I end up catching up with these friends, that's the fun part. Maybe that's the fun part of actually getting to chat with my friends and talk to them. Exactly, do what makes you happy. Being an artist can be very rough. I have an artist friend who just started working for the Charles Schultz company. He spent years being miserable, doing work for others, and getting ripped off by clients. He started doing his own thing again and finally found his happy place. You deserve that happiness. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy for your friend too for discovering that and like rediscovering that, I guess. That is really so important. And it's so easy to get into that pitfall too, which is something that I experienced with Puglie, which is as much as I love Puglie, sometimes there are things that I have to do that I don't feel like doing because I don't know what can I say. Like I have to prepare for this thing, or I have to meet this deadline for this other thing that I am really excited about. I'm just not in the mood to do, and there's going to be so many points, even if you're doing your own thing, where it will feel like work, and it's unfortunate, but it it is what it is, and there's so many things that you just have to get done. Tangents. Fix this leggy right here. I always spend so much time on my sketch phase because I just end up cleaning it up. But like I prefer having the sketch be pretty much the exact of what I'm lining, so then I just don't have to think when I'm doing line art. And so long as my brain is in like the mode that I'm like, this is a sketch, I don't feel as nitpicky about stuff when I'm just like whacking out the strokes. Facebook has so many negative things too. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you're referring to, say, like, I don't know, the shares of, like, this article or this, like, sad news stories or something. But, I mean, yeah, definitely there's also, um, friends sharing happy and sad moments. And sometimes it's really rough. And you just need to turn away from that because you are dealing with stuff too. Sketching always takes longer for me too, but it will make lining easier. I know, right? Don't have to think. That's the ideal phase. No think, only do. Okay, and I want to fix this part a little bit. Where's this? Mode, skew. Okay. Make him perfectly round there. Yeah, I'm just gonna reduce the neck fat a little bit. Oops. Yeah, I also heard that Clip reduced their subscription price on the iPad by like a lot. So now I'm tempted to get that too, but I haven't. Well, one, I haven't gone out in ages and sat anywhere in ages. So my iPad hasn't really been getting a whole lot of use. So it's like, why would I start paying for it now if I'm not using it? Yeah. I guess when I go back to moving around, being able to sit outside somewhere, travel, maybe then I'll consider getting it. Because as much as I love Procreate, there's something with the tools that doesn't feel refined to me. Like, I see so many people use Procreate and they do their usual amazing work and stuff like that, but there's some fine-tuning in the tools that doesn't work for me. But on Clip, it does. Because for the longest time, I thought it was my issue. I was like, okay, maybe just I'm not great with the iPad because of these reasons, and that's it. But then when I tried a free trial of Clip on the iPad, I was like, why does this tool feel different and way more accurate? Alright, turn this to draft layer. Reduce the opacity. And new layer. And I'm gonna save this. Another thing I'm really excited about, outside of, say, my surgery recovery and everything, is Monster Hunter. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm in such a weird time loop or time struggle right now because I want time to pass by faster so that Monster Hunter will come out. But I don't want time to go faster because I want more time to work. do things and get things done. So I'm struggling. I'm really struggling here. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to really find the... I shouldn't say it. I'm trying to really feel grateful about how slow time is feeling. So then hopefully I can catch up on all the work I want to do. Like this April Fool's one, and then a couple other things. And then Puglie Palooza 2021. Oh, come on. Give me that perfect curve. Is that perfect? Oh, that's pretty... not curved enough. Curves are the bane of my existence. Okay. Not good enough. Let's see. And this, I love all the struggles. What are your big plans for this coming year for Puglie? I have a couple of collaborations that I can't reveal because of non-disclosure agreements, but hopefully the time to reveal them will come soon. So yeah, I have a handful of collaborations. I have Puglie Palooza semi-planned out. I just need to figure out some of the details, and then I have to create the content for them. So, like, some exclusive merchandise for the event, and then creating some artwork for this event within the event. Is, I guess how I'm gonna put it. Which might involve, like, a lot of comic making. And then I just want to work a little bit on my comic because that keeps getting pushed to the back burner. And I don't know, maybe this year, or I guess, like, realistically, 2022 will be the year that Puglie comes out with a calendar. I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking maybe I'll start off small and make those mini calendars that are like individual prints, basically, and then go for like the big hang on wall ones. Yeah, the two things that I've been on my to-do list for at least, I'd say, like 4 years is the comic and a calendar. Because, like, unfortunately you can't, like, a calendar isn't just like 12 artworks or 12 months, it's actually 14 to 16, Because some calendars, like, you get before the new year, right? And it starts off on like a November or an October of like the year before, and then it moves into a new year. Which is something that I didn't think about because I am not well versed in calendars. Your curves are insane. I can't even keep my hand steady, lol. Recently recovering from a hand injury, but I love watching people draw. It's interesting, amazing to watch. Oh, thank you so much. I really hope your hand injury heals up fast enough, though. Like, or on a very smooth and fast recovery. That really, really sucks. And I keep forgetting to sleep with my wrist brace on. Not that I need it, per se. Like, I'm not experiencing any pain or anything, but I feel like I should start doing some good habits before it's too late. But yeah, my line art really helps too because I have this app that's basically the whole thing is a stabilizer for your mouse. It doesn't matter what app you have on. This app itself is the stabilizer. So it does really help. And not breathing also helps. So whenever you see the small window pop up saying like small, medium, or steady, that's my stabilizer options. Ooh, yes, calendars would be great. Just a mini desk one first. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta start small. But like, you know what's funny? It's also just um for me, it's designing the calendar too. Like, oh, are these numbers going to be colored? Um what do the squares look like? Are they going to be square, circle, or some other shape? How am I going to arrange this? And then lastly, it's what artwork am I going to use? Like, how am I going to make this into a series for this calendar? It's like on one end, I wish I could just throw like 16 pieces of artwork in there and be like, yeah, I'll call it a day. But like, I I almost never let myself do that unless I tried my best first. And then usually if I end up with that kind of attitude, it's that I tried my best, I'm tired and frustrated, let's just ship it. Here you go. Fix the eye here a little bit. There we go. Alright. And medium on here. Steady. And let's go. Okay. Oh no. That's what I hate most. When you're drawing a long line, like steadily, and then you have to stop in the middle because your wrist is running out of space or whatever. And then the moment you start it up again, it's off. Okay. Good enough. Sorry if I go quiet too long. I have the stream running on my phone while that pups and I play Assassin's Creed. That's totally fine. Odyssey, just finished Origins, trying to catch up in order. I have been super tempted to buy Black Flag and the other one. I can't remember if it is Odyssey or something else. But I have never finished an Assassin's Creed game. I love the concept. I've started them before. I've played the original Assassin's Creed, like the very original, and then I played, was it Revelations? The one where you play as Ezio. And it was like, you're in the massive town and everything's great, but like, at some point, a lot of things felt like it was getting really repetitive. And then every time I pick it up again, I just forget where I left off. And I just was not interested in the story. But I've heard that Black Flag is one of like the best because you play as a pirate and you get to own a whole pirate ship and stuff like that. So that alone has made it kind of tempting for me. I think lately, over a long time, like I just can't commit to long video games, basically, because I worry that I'm gonna put it down for a long while, realistically, and then when I pick it back up, I won't know where I am, what I'm doing, and I have to relearn the controls and stuff like that. That's literally what happened to me when I was playing Grand Theft Auto. I put it down for a long time, and then when I picked it back up, I forgot how to swim. Like, I forgot how to swim faster or dive down deep and stuff, and I couldn't make it back to shore without it taking super long, and then I just quit the game again. And only during this past summer did I pick up the game again and completely restart it. But then I've also put it down again, so I will never beat any game ever. Nope. This line up. Okay. That little drumstick. Does this perspective make sense? No, not at all. Oh well. Let's see. Black Flag is my favorite, hands down. Origins was pretty fun, but Origins is a little wonky. I've been into Raft deeply. Okay, that has actually been the last game that I picked up that, like, is deep in continuation. Mel, have you discovered the massive island yet with the bears? Like, the first time you encounter bears. Let's see. Black Flag is essentially a pirate sim. The ship combat is so fun. That's what I've heard too. I've heard it's like a pirate simulator, and I'm just like, am I interested in playing as a pirate? Like, that's something I have to hear. That's something I have to ask myself. The only games I play now are Mario Kart and Among Us, and that cooking one on the Switch. Overcooked, yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna. Hello, I am back. Let's see. I haven't played Mario Kart in a long time. I never got the new Switch ones or anything. I am horrible at Among Us. Just absolutely horrible. I am perfectly happy being a crewmate. When I'm imposter, I like the idea of being an imposter, but then I suck at lying. So that has gone terribly. And I've been Overcooked already. I've been in Overcooked solo. And I've also beaten Unrailed solo. And Unrailed is also really fun. It's also like a couch party game. It's super neat. You and friends, you're supposed to be with friends, but I just beat it alone with a bot. You build railroad tracks to get your train from one end to the other. And it's like all goofy and stuff like that. I keep meaning to try Raft, but I donated a little too much money this year, so I have to clear my backlog before getting something new. Aw. I like Overcooked, but can't get my wife to play, and I'm not good enough to beat it solo. That's that's exactly the same issue that I had. My partner doesn't like playing Overcooked because she gets too stressed out, and I get it. But I don't know, when I played it on my own, it just felt really relaxing. I don't know. I find those games really relaxing when I play on my own. Uh, Bear Island. Oh my god, yeah. My friend died on that island, and it took us 30 minutes to find his body. I've reached there. Um, and like there's quests on that island, right? Like you need to fill out your diary. Um, and that's where I left off. And now I'm scared to go back. Star, hi. I don't know why, but watching debate on the spot of the butt is giving me such joy. It's crucial, you know. You gotta know where to put it. Oh my god, we should play Among Us. I hate imposters so much; it makes me sweat. I I have been thinking for Puglie Palooza to do a little gaming stream, just because I've never done one on Puglie. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna set it up. I also probably. Oh, the thing is, I don't have Among Us on my computer. I can't have it anyways because I'm on a Mac. So that's one thing I need to figure out, like putting OBS and my whole setup onto my Windows. We're just figuring something around it. Or what I can do is have my Mac host my stream, but then connect it online via my Windows. I'll figure something out. I have to see, these are the little details for Puglie Palooza that like I have to figure out and like test and everything. I love Overcooked, but my husband hates playing with me because I always yell at him. See, I don't even yell, or like I'll yell, but it's more like, okay, I need this or I need that, and they just get really stressed out. We need our partners won't play Overcooked with us group. We need our partners that don't like playing Overcooked play Overcooked together stream. You know, that's what we need. Thank you for putting along a me. I hope you enjoy this long pug. I'm just taking a break to sip some coffee and chat with you guys. You can have Among Us on the MacBook. I think my friend plays on the MacBook. See, I don't know. Yeah, I think if I need it on the MacBook, I have to like boot camp it. Oh my god, I play Overcooked with Daniel, but it has to be drunk, otherwise it's too stressful. Oh no, Luna, if you suck, I will yell at you. Oh my god, that's how like me and my two best friends play Overcooked, because quite honestly speaking, one of our friends isn't as like coordinated as me and the other friend. So it gets really chaotic with her there, and we love her a lot, but then sometimes we're just like, we need this. Please. I played with one guy who just full on yelled at us. I was like, bro, it's a game. Like, did you play with this guy online? I always yell at my friend because she's terrible, and I'm like, okay, you just wash the dishes. That's your job, okay? Don't do anything else. That's exactly what we do. We're like, okay, all you have to do, you can just do this. Just do this one task. We'll take care of everything else. In person, it was an ex-friend. Oh no. Yeah, like, it's like not, it's okay to be competitive, but like there's definitely like there's ways to be competitive without being like really salty and shitty about it. A good sportsman competitive. But this is why I also opt to play these games, like these party games. Like, I don't want to bother with setting up a time online. I also personally really I don't do well on voice chat and webcam. There's still this disconnect with like body language and conversation and stuff that I just don't it's hard. Like with a stream, it's a one-way thing because it's literally just me talking to you guys. With me having to observe a friend or multiple friends via webcam, it's just so hard because I can't read body language or like people's like intentions through their, I don't know what other word to say, like aura. Like when you're in a conversation, you can sometimes tune into, like, you know, when someone is wants to say something or is about to say something, or if they're uncomfortable and they don't want to say anything, or they're not having a good time. On webcam, that is so hard because everyone seems bored. It's so tough. But yeah, that's why for games like Overcooked and Unrailed and such, I just end up playing them solo because I find them to be a very relaxing experience. I personally really love creating efficient pipelines, just in general. So if I play by myself and I can figure out like what the most efficient way to do something is, that's like the dopamine for me. Overcooked breaks friendship like Monopoly. I have never had hello, Bowie of Pugtopia. Welcome to the stream. I have never... I don't think I've ever played Monopoly with friends, and not to the extent, unfortunately, I don't know if unfortunately is the word, to break friendships. And also, like, Monopoly took so long to set up, I feel. Oh, why did I do that? You know what? Back to the curfew go. And I feel like for the most part, for a bulk of my life, I was playing Monopoly improperly. Because, like, we all needed to buy up property, but Monopoly was such a long game that, like, we never really knew when to start buying houses or when we could. And, yeah, and then at some point it's just like, okay, we've been playing this for a long time. Let's just stop. There we go. And coloring time, oh my god. I gotta say, coloring, because I color mostly with flats and then get along with it, but most of my stuff is flats, especially when it comes to just Puglie. Clip has sped up my coloring process by so much because their paint bucket tool is actually competent. Try Fall Guys so many laughs. I want to play Fall Guys. I can't recall if they're available on Mac or not. But yeah, Fall Guys seems fun. I'm kind of disappointed to hear. Obviously, like, this is not on the developers whatsoever. I just gaming people in general, but I'm pretty disappointed to hear that people hack Fall Guys because, like, man, it's a game. It's a really silly game. You're meant to be silly and have fun with it. Like, why do you need to hack this game, you know? Why do you need to hack it to be number one? Like, is that really the fun of it? And maybe their fun is to ruin other people's fun, which, like, I mean, yeah, there are people out there like that, but dang. Why you gotta be like that? I get it, efficiency just feels good, especially when you can streamline to the point of near automation. Yeah, right? Like, when I feel like I'm just doing things like boom, 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 I am a robot, and I'm doing this so efficiently, that's so satisfactory to me. There we go. Rogue Porg, hello! I second Fall Guys, but I didn't realize people had been hacking it. Such a bummer. Yeah, I don't know if they've gotten, like, a hold of it yet. I knew when Fall Guys was at its peak, there were definitely more cases of hackers, like, being really evident. Like they're just like clipping through the map to get to the finish line and stuff like that, which was really unfortunate. But yes, I do want to play Fall Guys. It just looks like my type of game. I have this other game called Human Fall Flat, and at first, I don't know, I guess in my head, I was hoping that would be kind of like Fall Guys. Granted, I bought this years ago, before Fall Guys even existed. And it just didn't hit the right mark for me. Like, it just didn't feel good and stuff like that. So I love the idea of Fall Guys. I'm just kind of hesitant with the whole, like, physics, platforming stuff. But no, I gotta try Fall Guys sometime. I really do. Alright. For Monopoly, we set a house limit of 1. Wait, we set a house limit of 1 hour. At the end of an hour, highest value of property is the winner. We even have a biggest loser board where we shoot for lowest dollar value without being bankrupt. Oh, that's really fun. That's a really smart way of playing it. Hi, sorry I jumped into Fall Guys discussion, but forgot to say hello. So happy to see Putin work. No worries. Thank you so much for joining. And anytime anyone wants to jump into any conversation, always encourage. But for those of you jumping in, let me fix my screen so you guys can see more properly. There we go. For anyone jumping in and seeing this Puglie, it's because this version of Puglie is for April Fools this year. I had an idea of like what would long Puglie look like, and this is just one version of a long Puglie, which is his body is long. And let me save this, and then my next Puglie that I'm going to work on for also April Fools, because it's going to be a vote for which Puglie is your favorite, is way more cursed, and it's this long Puglie. I have Human Fall Flat 2. I bought it thinking it would be like Gang Beasts, but a platformer. That's exactly why I bought it too. I don't know why, it just didn't hit me as much. Adventure Time Puglie, like when Jake gets like his long legs, yeah. So yeah, I have this Puglie, and then this as a fun version of that Puglie. Alright, what I'm going to do is combine these Puglies actually into a single file. And let's see. Let's copy this over. Just so I can... Oh, he's touching the booty. Just to make the file organization a bit better. Oh, that's very inappropriate. Hold on. Let me fix this. Oops. Gonna get banned on Twitch for this. Oh no. Oh man. Okay. There we go. Nope. Wrong way. Ah. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. So cursed. This is the mood I'm going for. Cursed. You know, not Halloween. April Fools has to be cursed. Such content. Please, sir, subscribe to my Only Pugs. Let's see. Why is this through? Just normal this. Subscribe to my Only Pugs is what's good. Okay. So I'm kind of determined to have like a series of 3. I'm trying to figure out like what third thing to give long-legged Pugly. Maybe just like him squatting, kind of like his legs splayed out squatting. Hmm. All right, let's sketch out some ideas. Coffee to feel me. Rogue Porg, how has been your day? How have you been in general? Alright, let's... Alright, what's a super curse thing this Pugly can do? You know what, let's give myself more space, because he has such long leggies. He does like a wave. Alright, is this the right brush size? That's another question. Okay, slightly thicker. Okay, better. Another thing I dislike about clip paint is that it doesn't show the actual size of the brush in your brush preview, like the cursor. Sometimes that brush size is not actually what it is, so I find that annoying. And also, partially because of that, like a 50 brush size for one brush is not going to be the same as a 50 for another brush, which makes my style of pretty much keeping the same brush weight for all of Pugly's illustrations really frustrating. Pretty good at cuddling up my own Pugly? Oh, yay! Which program do you use for drawing? I am using Clip Studio Paint at the moment. I have been practicing it for the last little bit just because I'm trying to move away from Photoshop. Clip is undoubtedly, objectively, the better illustration program, but I grew up with Photoshop, so I do have some growing pains with Clip at the moment. Alright, what will you do? Oh my god, Cassie, is that you? Are you doing... What are you doing to Pugly's legs? Hi, Cassie! It's April Fool's Pugly, and I don't know what I'm doing with them. Oh my god, can you imagine? I just send this to you to send to the team and being like, so Pugly has a new logo and a new look, and it's this. Okay, good to know. I have Procreate on my iPad, but was curious about Photoshop. Oh, Procreate is also a really great program. I work on desktop, so it's definitely a difference in that. Clip on the iPad is also really great. Clip Studio, albeit it is a subscription service model, whereas Clip on the desktop is a single pay one. Photoshop ended up being an illustration program because back then, like, there weren't a lot of like illustration programs, at least not a lot of good ones, and also back then Adobe was not a crappy subscription model, and that's why a lot of people grew up with it. It is not a great illustration program. It's great in terms of tuning things like colors and stuff because it was a photography program to begin with, and still is. But yeah, there's so many better programs out there. Clip being probably like number one. So yeah, can we do that? Please do that for April Fools. Twitch censors out the word Procreate. Oh, that's so weird. I mean, I guess I can see why, but that's funny. Alright, I'm just gonna straight face send this to you and Danielle and whoever else is on the team and be like, alright, so I have a new design for Puglie. I need a brand update. But yeah, now Puglie is long-legged and has feetsies. Oh yeah, another tip about Clip Studio, if you're not in a rush, and you're eyeing it for desktop, is that a Clip goes on sale really often. Like Christmas, random sales, spring sales, whatever. It goes on sale super often, so you can sometimes get it upwards to like 50% off. Most often it's 25% off, and it at that point it's just super worth it. So if you're not in a rush and you're willing to wait and you want it for desktop, keep waiting for that, because every single year they have a sale for that. Why is opacity even on here? Don't need this, thank you. For OnlyFans, oh no. Oh, you know what? No, I don't want him waving. Okay. I think I know what I want. Okay, how do I... There we go. I initially read the same thing for OnlyFans. Oh no. That's how Cassie gets the donations to the Twitch stream, I see. Alright, let's scrunch him up and move him around. And here's where his limbs start. Okay, and or how about like he's going to pick a fight. Ooh. arm is going too much in there. Okay, and let me just delete this part, delete that part, and here's that. Oh, I need to... How do I do this? Just realized I need to change up a hotkey for something. That's idea number one. And let me... Alright, and... Nope, wrong thing. Lasso this over here. Oh, that's so weird. Why did it cancel? Or is that just what it does? Oh no, it actually duplicated it for some reason. Okay. Weird. This Puglie reminds me of Jake. Yeah, someone else pointed that out. Oh, I missed someone. Cat bus is terrifying though. I would suggest a cat bus curse Puglie. She thinks cat bus is terrifying. Oh my god. Okay, I might draw that, but not as a April Fool's though. Maybe as like something actually cute. Cat bus wasn't that terrifying. Kind of. It was neat. Yeah, our name has not aged well. No, don't press the link. God damn it. This Puglie reminds me of Jake. See you on the red carpet, damn it. Thanks for putting long. P tit x caret 103. Oh, that's something. I think it's cute, but I can see why people can be terrified. Absolutely, for sure. Oh no. Hello. Oh no, there's a spinning wheel of death. Okay, let me try. Oh no, Clip. Don't freeze on me. Clip, you can't freeze on me. Photoshop has never frozen or crashed on me. You're supposed to be better than this. There we go. Whew. Oh, big scare. Okay, save and go back to this thing. Fix up the arm here. Alright, and like before. Oh, dang. Okay, transform. Settings, editing. All right. Which one do you guys think, left or right? I like both. I mean, technically, but then I feel like the long one would be missing one then. Because then if I do both for this one, then I have to, like, I want to make it even. Maybe the one on the left. Oh, let me stare at this. I guess, like, the one on the left is kind of wackier. He's about ready to pick a fight with you. I wonder... Because when he's posed like that, with his arms kind of like that, it kind of looks like he's about to climb a wall. What if I... Nah. It's two monkeys in a barrel. Right or left, Meluna? Which one? I wonder, what if I make him squattier? Nope. Oh, man. Nah, too squatty. I want him to have some posture. Damn, I like both. They both have good qualities, right? But it also depends on their faces. I mean, I was just gonna give them, like, the normal default Puglie face. No, like, side eye, no cheek. But they're gonna be scrunched in a bit more into their neck. Yoga Puggers! Hello, Cassie. Please help me pitch a yoga studio. I would like to open. I like both, but if I had to choose, the left is easier to repurpose, but visually I like the right better. Dang it. I want to see Puglie Yoga so bad. He's so useless! His actual arms and legs are so useless. That would be a cute print, actually. I do like the right a bit better. I would be more terrified to see left at the end of the hallway. So that's exactly the energy I want to go for. I know, that's why it would be so funny. Okay, once I finish some more stuff, I will do a yoga / Pilates Puglie. He is useless. His arms, he can't do a warrior pose or like the downward dog pose or whatever. He can barely reach his ankles. He can't reach past his belly. His arms are so useless. It would be fun to see him try. Basically, him doing yoga is me doing yoga. Oh man. You know what? Since it's so hard to choose, I'll just draw both. And if I don't figure something out for the long sausage Puglie, then you know what? It's 3 versus 4. Back in I go. When are you thinking about the Vancouver pop-up, by the way? I want more Puglie bags and notebooks. Oh, I am currently, I guess rather unfortunately, like, I'm not thinking about it too much at the moment, just because with our current situation with COVID numbers and stuff, it's just not a great time, and I don't want to encourage people to kind of like meet up, even though PCon was really great. Everyone wore masks, like respected social distancing and stuff like that. At this time, just because our numbers are getting worse than it was in, I think, October. I just don't want to encourage some kind of meetup or event, even if it is outdoors. And also, it's really cold. But hopefully, with more vaccinations and like better numbers, I'll be able to offer some kind of small meetup or pop up somewhere in a parking lot. No pressure though, take care of yourself first. I'm just curious. Of course, definitely. Yeah, I definitely get you. Apparently yesterday there was a convention at Missouri, and I'm like, what is happening? Oh my god, I heard about the convention in Florida, and I'm like, why? Who? Who is doing this? Why is... See, I heard about the convention in Florida because I heard through the artist community grapevine that two vendors, or like two artists, who were tested positive for COVID, knew they were tested positive for COVID because they got the results back the Thursday before the convention. Got the results, still decided to attend the convention. And I just can't. I just can't with people anymore. Especially Florida, right? Florida just... It makes me... Florida just doesn't make sense to me. I've never been to Florida. Like... I don't know if I've heard great things about it. I mean, realistically, no. But... I don't know, growing up and seeing like movies and media with like Miami and stuff like that, it's like, oh, nice sunny beaches and fun stuff. Yay. But no, for some reason Florida's apparently crazy town. All of these conventions are bonkers. Yeah, for real. The numbers are so bad there, isn't it? Yeah. Um yeah, Florida numbers are awful. I don't know if they're the worst ones in the US, but they are really bad. I don't expect anything until 2022. Yeah, same. That's why I'm kind of like clenching or bracing Puglie this year, because at least for 2020 in the beginning of the year, there were still some conventions, so Puglie and I were doing okay. But this year, I think, is the real year where like Puglie and I have to go through the gauntlet of some financial strain just because of the lack of conventions. Just growing pains. 2022 is gonna be so wild for all the artists. Yeah, I mean, if the event companies can hold out until then, it's gonna be insane, because so many artists are gonna be even more desperate than ever to try to get into conventions, and it's gonna be really rough. And I don't even know if, like, you know, there's enough money for people to spend, like, because of course everyone's been hit with COVID so hard, with like their jobs and stuff. I think people will spend money just because they're just excited to go back, you know. But it's scary to think that, like, even if events happen, will it be good enough for everyone? But I mean, at this point, anything's better than nothing. I heard about the positive COVID vendors. I think they boasted about it on socials, but I could be wrong. I If they boasted about it on socials, that would be hilariously stupid of them. But also at this point, I would not be surprised if they do, because some people are honestly just that stupid. And even that feels grim. All the news keeps feeling like they're just saying it's how it is now and it's rough. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't mind the whole idea of, like, the new normal. I mean, some changes have been good, like all the contactless delivery and the increase of cleanliness everywhere. But man, some people just, like, with they're so offended by the idea of a new normal, and just the idea of, like, putting someone that's not yourself or your direct family member, like, before yourself. You know, like, making just a little inconvenient sacrifice for the greater good is just the worst thing someone can ask you to do, apparently. Are you okay? Do you need anything? I'll help any way I can. Oh, I'm totally fine. Um, I'm just drawing away on Pugly, and, like, there's nothing perhaps like one person can do. It's just like the whole business of everything. Pugly's not gonna, like, go under in a year or anything like that. It's just gonna look a bit scary to me, but overall, I think he'll be fine. And so long as I'm doing my thing with him and people are enjoying his stuff, and if they have the little extra spending money for that month or something, and they decide to spend on Pugly, like, that makes me happy. And that's all it is. His ears are too small. But I mean, you know, this year, last year, and probably a bit of, like, next year, it's gonna be rough times for a lot of people, so we all just gotta hang on as best as we can. I can't even think about transiting too. It's so scary. My friends wanted to go out to eat at a restaurant, and I'm like, I'm not really down for that. Yeah, I haven't eaten in a restaurant, I think, in a year ish, and, like, not even actually in a restaurant, like sitting in the patio outside in the fresh air. Um, I have not done that in a while. I would say the last time I ate in a restaurant was probably March of 2020, like before the lockdown. But yeah, like, transiting to go eat in a restaurant, um, yeah, I'm not willing to risk my life for that. I'm not willing to deal with all the anxiety for that. Pugly is a strong boy. We believe in Pugly. Oh, thank you so much. I have to go into lurk mode, but super happy to have this on in the background. Have fun lurking, and thank you so much for joining and chatting with us, too. I have major anxiety with that. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, you're you are in a building full of strangers, a rotating amount of strangers, because obviously, like, you know, when you go in there, it's like a set amount, and then some people leave, and then new people come in, and then, you know, you hope the kitchen's keeping clean. You hope the people that are sitting in the same room as you, not even the same building per se, but like a whole ass room, um, are safe, have been keeping safe and respectful, and are not sick or whatever, and then you have to hope that they're okay, and that even if they aren't okay, it somehow doesn't make you not okay, which is kind of tough because you share the same area, the same breathing room, the same potential waitress or hostess. Just don't go without, okay? I'll definitely help out where I can. I'm fortunate enough to be in a decent position to help others on occasion, so let me know if you need anything. Thank you so much. I will be honest if I need help, but of course, like, no pressure to anyone, but I really appreciate the gesture and everything. I truly do. But my mantra is always just that I have to work harder, and I will. But also because most of the time working is fun for me. Alright. Oh, you know what the creepiest thing is about, like... You know how the litmus test for how cursed something is being terrified of seeing it standing at the end of the hallway? You know what my worst fear is? It it doesn't even have to be scary, honestly, like standing still at the end of the hallway for me. If it's the thing if the thing is at the end of the hallway and then it suddenly goes unnaturally fast towards you, like inhumanly fast, just creepily fast, sped up towards you. That's what scares me the most. And that's like my worst fear. Like, one moment you're just like, oh, there's something at the end of the hallway, and then suddenly it just speeds up, like, head first towards you. Ugh. Oh, how does this at least go? Whoops. Need to think about that before I draw the belly. There we go. And... oh man, that leg bend. Alright. Alright, and let's do the reflection again. Change this tool. Cut this out. Okay. Body is okay, I just need to fix the face. Go in over here. Oh, he's so terrifying. A Captain Pugster, what type of pug is this? It is a April Fool's cursed long Puglie. It is not a Puglie you would like to meet. I know accepting help can be hard too, just don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate for you to get burnt out in a job you seem to love. Sorry if I seem pushy about it. I just know what hard times can be like, and if I can keep my friends from going through that, I will. I'll let it go though before I start full on crying. Oh, no worries. I've gotten way better in my time in like reaching out to friends for help, or even just knowing when I'm reaching a burnout and just stepping off for a little bit. But I do truly appreciate it. Imagine seeing that at the end of the hall, then with insane speed, its arms flying towards the nearest doorframe corner to fling itself at you. Oh my god, yeah. Now, or like, it's running towards you, and you see the arms like flinging behind itself because it's going at such a fast speed. Blech. Like, even if I created this myself, I don't want to see it move. Oh no. This April Fool's is gonna be a creepy one. That's all I can promise. Alright, and let's see. Yeah. Oh, he just looks extra creepy. Let's go. Like wet spaghetti noodles. Yeah, exactly. Even though I love Puglie so much, I do not want to see this one. It's okay. I don't want to see him either, but I want him. I want to create him. Oh, his head is too small. Alright. There we go. And now to move this over to here. Pretty much matches up. And perfect. I want to make this a tinsy bit. Oh, I should erase the other things first, so it doesn't get weirdly dragged out. Let's see, I want to actually make this go out a tinsy bit more, so distort, is that what it is? I don't think it's distort. It kind of is distort. Okay. Free transform. Nope, not that either. Huh. Clean edges, hard edges, nope. Maybe Clip doesn't have the equivalent of a warp tool. Fine. I'll do it the manual way. Incoming GIF phone. I might actually do make one though. And then I'll make one and then never look at it ever again. Alright, let's... There we go. More flayed out, or more splayed out for additional chaos. Yoga Puglie reminds me of Kid Trunk's Goten getting ready for a fusion technique. Yeah! That's perfect. But he's just so cursed, so no one should fuse with him, is the moral of the story here. Oh, whoops. There you go. I wonder if I do this. Oh my god. Oh no, there are too many options. Yeah, I'll just keep it normal. normal, quote unquote. Alright, perfect. Happy April Fools, everyone. You make me want to consider digital art, the ability to mess around with the image so freely. Cassie, why are you not on digital yet? I feel like I can probably do a really simple animation of this for no apparent reason. Maybe do one with him just tilting back and forth, or let's see if I can duplicate this. I'm so lazy and learning is hard. Cassie, you've learned so much. It's just translating it into digital now. You already have the drawing skills. I swear if I have a dream about this, I am so sorry if you have a dream about this. It is not my fault. Kind of not really, I don't know. I will not be held liable for any cursed dreams you have about long-legged Puglie. Okay, hold up. What if... No, please load. I gotta save. I'm so scared Clip is gonna crash on me. Because Clip doesn't want to be liable for this cursed stuff either. Okay. Erase this. Let's give me back my opacity. And... Like, what if this was the animation of it, but it just goes really fast? I'm just gonna delete this because I don't need this over here. Let's see, this is the line, so I just want it around here. Okay, can you guys see it? One step. And then all I have to do is reverse it, and it'll be the other step. That's... Cassie, your brain is not full, damn it! I always have cursed dreams anyways. Hey, Tyler! Dude, I hear old-timey music with this image. Oh, look at little Kit music! Do-do, 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 do-do. Do-do, 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 do. Do-do, 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 do-do. Do-do, 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 do-do. Cassie, I'll just send you a whole new brand guide. Oh, what if I make a whole new brand guide where it's like the Puglie logo, right? But like all the tails of the letters are super extended to reflect the long-legged Puglie. Yeah, I finally made it to one of your live streams. Thank you for making Puglie. Oh my gosh, Sophie, thank you so much for making to my live stream and the appreciation. I really appreciate it. That's I don't know a lot of words, clearly. Um, I am so sorry that your first Pugly live stream is such a cursed one, but these are April Fool's Puglies. And we're just here to have fun and make cursed content. But like the song played on creepy little kid piano with pinky keys, or like the oh, what do you call those? The little small wind up things that are usually in like cursed ballerina boxes or whatever, and it plays like awfully slow because it's winding down and it's not like it doesn't have as much energy kind of thing. Big bendy vibes. I don't think you're lagging my stream, no. Did Tyler tell you to come look at cursed Puglies? I'd send it straight to Enna and Eric. Enna's gonna be like, what the fuck? Enna's gonna drop Pugly like, like a brick. These Puglies are making me uncomfortable. Yeah, like a Jack-in-Box or a music box. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I want to see them pretend it. Seriously. Hello, Enna, Eric. I would like a meeting. I would like to have a meeting with you, Danielle, Cassie, to determine the future of Pugly, because I have some new designs to share with you. So about that trip to Akihabara. No one did not know about Chris Puglies, but now I'm comfortable. Look. Da 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 na 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 na. Also, Cassie, Sunshine-tastic is Peggy. Peggy, for fans by fans, is Cassie. They're confused cases when they say when we say April Fools after wasting an hour of their time. Anna's gonna be so miffed. Okay, time to make these Puglies a reality. I actually have not cracked open the animation tools or the animation timeline in Clip yet, so that will be another thing I will explore, I guess. Oh, this is the first time you two are meeting each other. Oh yeah, just throwing this out there too. If anyone here is interested in Homestuck, go check out the For Fans by Fans stream, because that Cassie does Homestuck readings and also features of Homestuck artists and other great Homestuck things. I had to like triple check in my head that Homestuck was a thing. Like that's the actual name of the fandom. I am so not young and hip. Okay. Here comes the fun part. I need an Ojo-sama Pugly one day side note. If I get it approved again. What's Ojo-sama? Oh man, if you added the flipped extended leg and a poot every step, it could be cute GIF. I am going to, I guess, make a multiple a couple, I guess, maybe not multiple GIFs of this cursed Pugly and figure out some dance moves, I guess. Whew, okay. The fun part of doing line art and not breathing. Cassie, do you have a tablet for trying out digital art? Or an iPad? Okay, that's not good. Let's see. I really want that Pugly hoodie from 4 Fans by Fans. Which one? My sidebar says Saikuno is playing Stardew Valley so bad. God damn it! There's so much great Pugly merch. It's out of control. God, guess how long does it usually take to make Puglies? I guess for something as simple as this, let's see, I've been on stream for about 2 hours. And I've only completed one Pugly, so I would say like an hour and a half. Maybe? Okay, sorry, I was holding my breath. Yeah, maybe about an hour and a half to an hour, depending on the complexity of the Pugly. Whew. The Ojo-sama is the Ohoho anime trope where the lady holds her hand up and Ho-Ho laughs. Oh! Did I draw that? Was that in the roulette with Chris and Kim? But I can also draw that. Facts, I was thinking about the Starbucks cup too. Yee! Yes, the Star Pugs. That's probably one of my favorite designs, just because it's such a good parody of the logo, in my opinion. I actually bought an iPad just for digital art and bought Procreate, and it definitely doesn't get Cassie. Oh, the ramen one is also really good too. No pressure to do it. It was just an idea that sprang into mind. I'm so old. I'm old, so if I don't share a thought, it'll be forgotten in about 3 seconds. No worries. It's already been on my mind. The moment something with Pugly makes me laugh, I just have to do it. No matter how long it takes. I try to draw Puglies sometimes, but I just don't take my time and go fast. I mean, hey, that's not a good that's not a bad challenge, honestly. Like, just try to go fast and see if you can do it as fast as you can. That's something I wish I could put my mentality into doing, but I'm such a perfectionist, especially with my curves and just like the little minute details, which is why you see me control Zetting so much. Um, but yeah, that's why like I hold my breath. I keep redoing lines because there's I will see something like off with say a curve or something that no one else will see and no one else will care about. But I just have to fix it. Okay. May I ask if you're using a specific pen feature tool on Clip right now to help you draw? I purchased my first drawing tablet last year because of the pandemic, but I am still new to digital art. Um, yeah, so I'm using Clip as the program, and then I have a program that. So when you see this little pop up window, that is my side program that I'm using called Hey Stylus. It looks like this. Um, it's compatible with both, I believe, Windows and well, definitely Mac. Um, and it's just a stabilizing app. So there's multiple different options as to how stable you want your mouse. So if I have it, okay, if I don't have it on at all, this is. Oh, and sorry, this Clip also has its own stabilizing. So if I don't have it on at all and I'm doing like, say, a straight line is obviously the hardest, right, to stabilize. This is without it on at all, without any stabilizing from Clip, etc. If I do have it on and I have it on, say, the small setting, I wonder if you can see it, but there's a little line that shows up behind my cursor, my brush preview. Oh, and it's loading. And so this is with stability on the smallest setting that I set myself. Drawing straight line. Here's the medium. Honestly, curves are really easy to do. It's the straight line test that is the hardest. But you can almost see a string that's pulling forward on the cursor. And that is what the stabilization is showing you. So this one is steady, which is my longest string. And basically, like, if I don't move it past a certain threshold, like, I'm moving my mouse like this, but my brush isn't moving. Well, if I'm paying attention, my brush isn't actually moving because I'm telling it to not register every single little thing that like my mouse is doing or like every little motion that my mouse is doing. It isn't until I'm like really pulling it that the program's like, oh, okay, now we start moving. So that is something that helps me a lot with my digital art, especially when doing line art. Because one of the issues with digital art with screen tablets and stuff is that it can be a bit too sensitive in a weird way, like so hypersensitive compared to like a real pen and stuff that you don't actually want to register it, but the technology is like, oh yeah, every single level of pressure or sensitivity is great. So this helps combat that kind of disconnect, I guess, with digital. Wait, what? I heard my name. Man, I should do some Puglie fan art someday. Puglie in my weird traditional style. Yes! Oh my god, I would love to see your rendition of Puglie in your traditional, eccentric, kind of macabre style. And You should try drawing it in Procreate on your iPad digitally. But yeah, I don't blame you though for like thinking digital art might be a bit difficult though. Like the feel of it is actually different from traditional, even if you're looking at it on screen. And even like screen tablets are all different. Like I can't actually do what I'm doing right now on my iPad, but I can do it on my Cintiqs because I see like the actual cursor for the brush. Um, I see where I'm hovering over, and there's just something about these screens that I like a bit more than the iPad, and also the way like programs render and take in the input of your pen is very different. Like Procreate, I do okay with as for like sketching and stuff. But I've actually tried Clip on the iPad, and I draw better on it because their tools are calibrated in such a way that just kind of makes sense to, I guess, like me, and what I expect my tool to do. So I don't know, it's weird. It takes practice, but I believe in you, Cassie, and I believe that you can do it. Whew, okay. And another tip with doing line art, even with these stabilizers, is to hold your breath. The best ability is not moving your body at all. There we go. No. Okay. Medium. There's some messages over here. Let's see. Thank you ever so much for taking your time with the explanation. Of course, definitely happy to share. Whenever I see someone like doing digital art, I see them redoing a line or something, and I'm like, what's wrong with it in my head? Yeah, all this, like, all these things are usually in the artist's head. Like, no one else will see the imperfection, or it's probably not even an actual imperfection, but it's like in our heads, we know exactly what we want that line to be, that curve to be like. so we have to redo it because otherwise it doesn't look good to us. And I'm not saying this is a good habit to have. A lot of times, I think a really important skill or practice to do with your art is to just to let go. Is to realize that that one little stroke is not going to make or break your art. And there's definitely, I would say there's definitely limitations to that. If your art is extremely simplistic like mine, aka like there's not a whole lot of details to kind of keep the eye, I guess, busy or focused on something else, then a single stroke of, like, say your brush or whatever can make a huge difference in how nice your art looks. Because there's already so little information on your, like, with your illustration, which makes every single little line count in terms of making whatever it is you're drawing look or feel, basically. Like, if you want it to be messy, you draw it messy. If you want it to be super clean, then you draw it super clean. The less details there are, like the less accessories or other random stuff that you put in the artwork, the more the viewer has in seeing, in trying to grab like every little detail there is with your art. Like, a good comparison would be, like, say, my Puglie artwork to any illustrator that has done concept art for World of Warcraft, like, or Warhammer even, or anything like that. You know, when they render the armor, and not even render, like when they sketch the armor and the necklaces and the trinkets and all the slashes on the armor, there's so much detail there that even if it's messy, it's fine, because in one way it adds to the artwork, but two, there's just so much information that you as a viewer, you'll look at it and be like, okay, I get the general gist of the idea. But when it becomes really simple, like say for Puglie, you'll notice, you might be able to notice a bit more mistakes because there's not as much stuff to draw your eye away from those mistakes. And that's why I find that, like, simple art is easy in a lot of ways, because, like, oh yeah, it's, you draw a blob with 2 dots for eyes and it's pretty cute. But in another respect, at least for me, if I see something like that and I feel like, say, the curve of that blob is not perfect or doesn't seem intentional, then that's when I start picking up, like, okay, maybe it's not, like, as meant to be like that as, say, the artist wanted it to. Itse Estrada, hello! I should check out a clip. My issue with Procreate is that I get hung up on the layer restrictions. Oh my god, yeah. I didn't even know there were layer restrictions until, yeah, when I was like, I'm gonna do this experimental thing, I want to create a new layer, and then it's like, max layers reached. I'm like, what do you mean max layers reached? I believe in you believing in me. I love the suggestion, just stop breathing and don't move and you'll do great. It's a sound suggestion in anything you do, right? I don't use digital art, so I get confused. It's okay. I mean, digital art in itself is a learning process. And there are definitely some things in traditional art that is easier. Because traditional art has its own tools, like, say, brushes, ink pens, and stuff like that. And there are some things that you can do with those tools that is really difficult to recreate in digital. Like, say if you want to like flick a brush, um, or make like a splatter effect or something. Like, you have to find the very specific digital brush to be able to do that. Whereas, say a traditional brush, like all you have to do is run your thumb through it or something, or change the angle of how you're holding the brush. There really are pros and cons with like traditional and digital artwork. But what I personally love the most about digital artwork is the speed of concepting or prototyping. Like, I'm able to literally duplicate what I drew and be like, well, what if Puglie had a hat? Or Puglie had a eye patch or a shirt? And I can just duplicate it and go boop, and then I have a perfect replication without having to worry about erasing or destroying my original. Like so. With the layer issue, can you save the image and load it separately as a base layer to essentially reset your layer count? Yeah, you can. I mean, you can save the file um, and then maybe duplicate the file, merge that layer, and then just work on it as like the evolution of your original file. But it's just an annoying obstacle that I think most people did not expect to encounter until they actually encountered it. And yeah, I mean, sometimes 9 layers is just not enough. Oh no, the eyes are wonky. Okay. I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna eat something. I'll rejoin the stream though. Alright, enjoy your food. I agree. I've built emblems for Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, Cruise, and the layer restrictions really hurt the overall product. Yeah. Um, I think in most people's experience with digital art, layer restrictions was not a thing. Unless, I guess, if your computer, like, was really, really crappy and didn't have, like, enough memory to run or, like, sustain the app or something. And, like, I understand why Procreate has those restrictions because of those exact issues, but at the same time, it seemed a bit, I guess it was surprising to me because it seems like so few layers with so few data, and yet Procreate already had these restrictions. Let's see. Alright, so close. Okay, separate layer for the pupils. Okay, off to tend to the child. Thanks for letting me hang. Bye. Thanks for joining, Cassie. Enjoy the rest of your night, and thanks for spending some time with me. I'll see you on the Discord. So close. One more pupil. Right. Now to... Let's copy this over to here. Oops. Uh-oh. Exact spot. And erase this. Wrong tool again. Alright, so close. So close. Oh. Oh. I think one of my recommendations for if you want to get better at line art, outside of just like straightforward practicing it and stuff like that, is to take even just like a singular calligraphy class, or like is it calligraphy? Yeah, like hand lettering calligraphy class, like the cursive, cute writing classes, because it just makes sense. An art form that is basically not simply writing, but like creating lines beautifully to create like a letter or a word. It just makes sense that those people are just really good at controlling like their hand motions and the ink and whatnot. And even just taking like a single class of calligraphy. Yeah, Fox and Flourish. Puglie uses double team. Yeah, it was Fox and Flourish that I took their class in. I'm acquaintances with the creator of Fox and Flourish. But yeah, even just taking one calligraphy class. Oh, your friend from high school is the owner of that? Such a small world. Because she's in Australia now, right? Yeah. But yeah, even just taking one calligraphy class, aka Christina's calligraphy class, improved my line art so much, because they actually know and kind of like study in a way how your wrist and your forearm moves. So like the different ways that they teach you how to or the proper way to write, like say an O or a U, and like how your wrist naturally moves to create. Sorry, holding my breath again. Okay. But yeah, like how your wrist can naturally create the perfect curvature for a U or a O if you start like from the bottom instead of say from the top or something, made such a difference in sometimes how smooth my line art can be. Because I'll be doing something like, I don't know, how my brain would be thinking it's the right way to go because, hey, it's just a curve, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. But then my one lesson from calligraphy will kick in and be like, wait, if I do a U, which is basically this curve, this way, from going underhand instead of overhand, then it works out better, then that's the same concept that I should apply to my line art. And it works. I mean, for the most part, like, straight up practicing it as much as possible, like, will obviously make you better, but yeah, just taking that one calligraphy class improved my line art skills by, like, I'd say twofolds. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just that one of the things that I've always learned, especially when I painted back then, was to hold my breath when I needed to really steady my hand. Because who knew inhaling air actually moved your entire body? Calligraphy is so cool, and finding your own kind of, like, style, like basically creating your own font, it's so rad. And also, obviously, by no means after that one calligraphy class, like, was I good at it or anything, but it was really cool to learn. And Christina was so good at teaching. And the funny thing is, I took her class basically like a month or two before she actually moved to Australia. So she was teaching the class, but she was also training up someone to take over Fox and Flourish in Vancouver. Oh no, Clip is having another long save. I have never had to pray for Photoshop like this. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. That's such a small world. It's funny because I grew up in, well, I guess Richmond all my life, and obviously I know like a good handful of people in Vancouver now. But I so rarely bump into anyone I really know if I'm out and about. And yet somehow there's always these connections. Did you ever take one of her classes, or like, I don't know, learn from her, or did you learn calligraphy on your own kind of thing? Your close friend's fiance? Who may that be? Who do I know that is fiancéed? Huh. Wait, you're close friends with Sherry? I never did. Hi, Captain Pugster, welcome back. I never did take the class. My sister-in-law did, though, and it was so cool. She was really into it. Oh man, like, after I took her class, like, and she gives you the materials, too, to take home. Like, you have your own brush pen and stuff like that. And I did it for a little bit, but then I fell out of it. Or rather, I didn't keep practicing. But I'm still doing line art, so there's that. Oh no. Clip, please save. I'm asking you for this one thing. Yes, we were like best friends in high school, and then a little bit after high school, but drifted a bit, but we're still pretty close. That's so sweet. Oh my god, this is such a small world. Whoa. I mean, yeah, like high school, university, all that stuff. You all drift in one way or another, but it doesn't make the friendship any less. It's just life happens. So that's so funny. And yeah, I met Jackie first because he's friends with like one of my friends from BCIT. Um, and then I see Jackie if a convention was happening every year because he goes to Anime Revolution. His name's Shia. No, it doesn't. Got to keep a hold of the good memories, right? Yeah, for sure. Every Anime Revolution, Jackie and is it Mike? Mark? Yeah, yeah. Shia is so sweet. Jackie and Mark. Every Anime Revolution, they come, they come completely drunk, and it's just so fun. I want to make a stream where I'm recreating Pugly so bad, but you should. I mean, definitely feel free to. Oh no, poor clip. My clip is still saving, so I'm just gonna be here and chill. I'm gonna tell you a secret because you don't know what I look like, though you might when conventions come back. But I'm gonna tell you anyways. Alright, alright. Oh, come on, clip. I'm so close, please. Wait, don't tell Sherry, though she probably knows already. I absolutely do not get along with Jackie. Aw. I mean, that's kind of fair. It seems my only interaction with Jackie is kind of when he's drunk, but he's just like, he's so sweet on the inside, and like he's so sweet in general. So I really appreciate his company, and him being drunk is just chaotic good for the most part. He has helped me a couple of times because he is like a personal trainer in. He actually has a degree in kinesiologist, like kinesiology, like kinetics, basically. Um, and like when I have injured myself, he has like personally helped me, so I really appreciate that. Also, because he's like smart in that way. Kinesiology, there we go. He is sweet, but sometimes he doesn't know what to say. That's totally fair. Do I have a pet bird? It's actually my partner's, and it's a little lovebird who is very loud and very curious as to why I am so loud at the moment. Because when I talk, she wants to talk too. Oh no, Clip. I don't know why Clip is just having the most awful time at the moment. Oh, he came back. There we go. Alright. Head down again. But yeah, oh my god, such a small, small world. I can't wait to see you in person when cons are back. You might recognize me when cons are back, to be honest. I always go to a Puglie booth. And I always help at Dream's booth. But I so rarely see a Dream. I'm pretty sure I've only seen him that once at AR. Which was probably the first AR I met him at. But yes, I will probably recognize you when I do see you. I am so much better with faces than I am names. Actually, I am better with names when they are usernames. Because, like, everyone has to have a unique username online. Like, you can't have the same username as someone else on Twitter, right? So that makes it so much easier. But, like, there are, I don't know, like 4 Jessicas, like 5 Jennifers, 10 Michaels in my life. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. I mean, luckily there's only one Shia, so that's easy. But, like, oh my god, like 500 Matthews. Matt Matthews. Oh my god, 10 Johns? Yeah. How do your parents differentiate your friend's name? My mom describes them with their physical traits. Yeah! My mom describes them with physical traits too. And then when I have to reference my friends, I have to basically say what. I have to say their nickname, which is basically their physical trait. Like my elementary friend, who was chubby as a kid, he's not chubby anymore. But my mom still knows him as the fat boy, so that's the only way my friend is gonna be known as now. I'll say like my friend's name, and then my mom will kind of look confused, and I'll be like, the fat boy, and from elementary school, and she'll be like, "Oh, him, how's he doing?" She used to call Sherry the skinny girl. And they're not super descriptive either. Like it's a very basic trait, like a very obvious one, but it's not like, yo, there's tons of skinny girls, there's tons of like fat boys, and yet somehow like that's the only one now. It's times like that that makes me glad I'm named Todd. Todd is a very unique name, surprisingly. The only other Todd I know is from BoJack Horseman. There we go. And flip it and reverse it. Alright, let's clean this up. What happened there? Alright. Fix this up a little bit here. Todd is kind of. I literally do not know any other Todd in my life. I've only ever known of 3 Todds, and 2 were from TV. Jeffrey is a bit more unique, but I hate going by that. Wait, is Todd a nickname for Jeffrey, or is Jeffrey your first name and then Todd is your middle name or something like that? I gotta fix this roll. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. Fix this little armpit up. Fix that little armpit up. And then one more thing to go, which is the second step. I'm gonna merge this. Merging layers. What a dangerous, dangerous game. Okay, and fix this one up. Even though I know the face is like perfectly centered, and it's probably my mistake in drawing, I'm just gonna move it to fix it. Over, there we go. Alright, and copy, and nope, paste. Alright, opacity down for this. Let's move this. Once I figure out where I cropped everything, there we go. Move the anchor there, flip this up, don't keep the original image. Oh, Todd is your middle name. I only know 2 Jeffreys that are spelled like that, Jeffrey. But I have to admit, the first time, so like when my friend Jeffrey introduced himself as Jeffrey, I was like, okay, Jeffrey. And then when he added me on Facebook back then, I had to be like, wait, I recognize him. His name is Jeffrey. And then I had to Google how to pronounce Jeffrey, but like spelled that way, just to double check. And I was like, oh, okay, today I learned. But yeah, I'd say Todd is a unique name. Alright, get ready to dance with Puglie. Well, I'm doubly impressed. You got the pronunciation right, and you know others. I've never met another Jeffrey. Oh! Yeah, no, thanks to Google, and also, luckily meeting these Jeffreys face-to-face first before online. But every single time, like, my brain just forgets. It's like, Jeffrey? And then I have to Google it just to triple check. I would think that Jeffrey, like with the G, is the original spelling of the name, and then Probably with the J was when it got like Americanized or something. But I am unsure about the, what would you call that? The history of the name? Nope. Whew. Todd is a very 80s white guy name. I mean, I guess maybe that's why it's so unique now, since no one's named that. But I just love when uh, BoJack or anyone in the show yells, "Todd!" Okay. Whew, good enough. And a step. I have been to doctors and been called back as Gregory. Usually, most G. Jeffreys I thought are spelled with Joffrey. Regardless, I sound like I should have three mortgages, 2 divorces, and a drug problem. I've legitimately never ever met another Todd in my life. But now, I will hopefully remember your name as Todd. Oh my god, look at that little step. Alright. Okay, now when I post this, I have to find that ice cream song. Okay, time to color. Let's change this to... paint bucket, refer to other layers. And... oh man, Clip just saving me so much time with its superior paint bucket tool. Oh, I gotta fix that. I'm gonna move these guys down here, make them draft. And back to color. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong brown. There we go. Let me fix this guy's tongue too. Because I can see the middle where it merged. Yeah, I'm special. At least that's what my teacher said. Imagine just seeing this Puglie when you wake up just hanging onto your ceiling. I mean, grabbing, just staring at you. Oh my god, that'd be terrifying. Or like, you know, if its feet were on the ceiling, but like his head is completely rotated around to look at you. Ugh, starting to feel like this Puglie should be the Halloween Puglie. And then this one. Nope. 1, 2. Fix this liner. There we go. And save, please, without any issues. Oh my god, can you have, like, window decal of this so we can put on our car window? I mean, I'm intending to make stickers of these guys, so maybe one of them can be, I don't know, more cut to shape, I guess? Oh my god. What did we create here? Okay, let me give more space, more canvas for all these amazing Puglies. Oh my god, they're so large. This is on like letter size paper, by the way. Like I can actually make these quite large. I can actually vectorize these if I wanted to. But that seems like too much power. Okay, let's see, it's this one, move this over here. It's like having my stuff organized. Oh my lord. Oh, I can't wait to animate this or make this into a GIF. I wonder, let's see, export animation as animated GIF. Oh, and as animated APNG. Oh, maybe I can make line stickers finally. Oh my god, hi Nancy. A masterpiece, amazingly terrifying. Long-legged Puglies, I love it, thanks. Wait until I make these into GIFs. Oh my god. I can't wait. I can't wait to reveal this for April Fools. All of you here got to have a sneak peek, basically. It kind of gave me Jake from Adventure Time vibes. Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. I guess because the opening scene was like Jake walking around. Will this open? Oh yeah, there we go. So today you all got to witness the two long Puglies. The question of when someone says long Puglie, which one do you think of? And there's either the tube or the leggy. Wait, this is April Fool's and not the next evolution of Puglie? I mean, hey, if this becomes popular enough, maybe this will be the next evolution. It'll be a reveal, like who's that Pokemon or something, um, and then this comes out that no one asked for. Way to rob Pugly of his model dreams. Oh my god. Uh, Alright, everyone, thank you all so much for joining me on this stupid stream. I really appreciate all of you here, chatting with me and everything. As usual, my streams are very sudden and impromptu because they kind of just happen on the day of. Still can't get my life together to create a schedule, but here I am. And it's not even Pugly's final form! Oh my god. If I draw like a Vesuvius, what's the name? Not the Vesuvius man, but like you know, the Leonardo da Vinci's like proportional man kind of thing, but as Pugly, but with like these long arms. Wait, is the stream ending? I've been streaming since 3 p.m. and I just got 10 seconds of face waiting for me of my huge face experience. Tyler and Peggy was in here way before you, Nancy. Thank you for this amazing scary stream. I'm excited for you to start streaming more, but make sure to take care of yourself first. Of course, I definitely will. Vitruvian man, there we go. Well, rude, this public call out. Peggy.
Hello.
Nancy just joined the stream.
Hello, Nancy.
She feels ripped off because she just joined.
Pay more money. Come to your 3 sub.
Print out a picture of you and see, Peggy isn't shaming me. Oh man. Peggy is working out right now, so right, because it's like 6:30. Y'all off work. This was powerful. Yes, you guys got to experience the true power that is Pugly. But honestly, everyone, thank you so much for being on the stream with me and chatting with me for most of you the duration of the 3 hours. That's incredible. Definitely will try to post an hour or two beforehand on like my social medias if I'm going to be on a live stream again. I'm definitely so before I was like very picky about what I would stream because I was always afraid of not leaking, but just revealing things that I was excited about, like say upcoming merchandise and stuff like that, new designs and everything. But then I realized like my stream usually, like it's only a small handful of people that are just enthusiastic about Pugly, so you know, why not stream like how I design merchandise and what things I'm working on and stuff like that. And it's essentially, hopefully, an interesting look for all of you that are actually interested, really interested in Pugly. So yeah, I'm definitely opening myself up to having more things to stream, and I don't know, maybe at some point I'm gonna experiment with gaming and how I'm gonna do that on my Mac because I have to game on my PC. I'll figure something out. I'm so glad to be here for this one. Peggy Workout Camp, thank you. Peggy.
Oh, thank you. Don't you dare.
You heard it first, Nancy. It's my first stream about Pugly. Oh, thank you so much. You had to come into the creepy Pugly one. Yes, my streams, more long Pugly, short Puglies, round Pugly, square Puglies. I do have square Puglies, though. I know, right? I just joined and saw this long Pugly, and then Captain Pugster never came back. Yeah, I don't know, gaming, I gotta try to keep it PG-ish. I know I swear, but like at the same time I'm trying to not swear as much because when I'm gaming it's like, I don't know, I miss a skill shot or something, or just bleh. Thank you for pooting long, B Rando J. Really appreciate it. I had a blast hanging out with you and these awesome folks. Thanks for sharing with us. Of course, I hope you had fun with your Assassin's Creed. I want to see Square Puglies. Alright, Square Puglies coming up next. I do want to do like fun, I don't know, I see a lot of people creating cube food for fun, and I don't know, maybe I'll create like cube food too, or cube Puglies for food. Get a bot that replaces all swears with Gooby please. Like a live robotic voice that like just censors me the moment it like hears anything. I just want a bot that like will switch my OBS scenes if it senses that my face is not looking at the camera, because then I don't have to manually change the things. Have poots for days for these little guys and you. Ah, thank you so much, and to you too. I can just imagine a chunky square pug, like a round one. Can you make a Puglie VTuber? I've wanted to, but everything everything I've researched seems to be for Mac only. And I think there are other programs that like I think work on Mac or like other apps and stuff like that, but I just haven't had the time to kind of look into it. I kind of downloaded Snapcam for a little while to see like if like it could replace my face or something, but then at that point I was kind of worried that Snapcam would lag my entire computer, because unfortunately my 2012 MacBook Pro is my baby and it's not gonna last forever. But yeah, I would really love a Puglie VTuber, because then I wouldn't have to get dressed. I put on shorts for the stream, just in case I had to stand up. But yeah, if there was a Puglie VTuber and you could just see like his little useless arms and his face moving and stuff like that, that'd be so cute. Can I be Puglie for my work calls? Yes. If I ever get Snapcam working, that'd be great. Just another thing. I have like make line stickers, make WhatsApp stickers, try my hand at Instagram borders or whatever. So many things. Hi, I love your work. I have a pug named Biscuit, and Puglie channels her personality. Aw, thank you so much. Welcome to, unfortunately, near the end of the stream, Chelsea Bear, but I really appreciate it. And Biscuit sounds adorable already. I love her. Oh, I'm so honored to know that Puglie channels Biscuit's personality. Seeing that I don't own a pug and I had to make up my own, I'm really glad that whatever Puglie is channeling what a pug should be. But again, just to remind you guys, my streams are very impromptu and sudden because I can't seem to make a schedule to stick to. So yeah, just make sure to follow me on my social medias, because I will post definitely on like Twitter and Instagram, and also Facebook stories when I'll be going up. If we made fan art of Puglie, would you mind if we tag you? Absolutely not. Please tag me. I would love to see it. I've always wanted a pug named Nomer. He has to be the chubbiest one. But that's so good. And then his nickname would be Nami, just in case. Have a good night. Looking forward to your next stream. Thank you all so much again and again and again. I hope to see you guys next stream when I decide to do it. It will most likely always be around like 2-3 p.m.-ish, because that's kind of after I finish lunch and all my emails and stuff like that. You should hold a draw this in your style for Puglie. I have been thinking of that too. Like, if some people, like some friends or other peers have OCs and they don't mind me drawing their OCs in my style, which is basically making them into Puglie, I'd actually be kind of amused to try that. But definitely another idea for a stream is also like requests, like live requests on chat, and it wouldn't be like line arted or anything, but it would just be me sketching it out, just quick sketches. Also, folks can turn on notifications for your channel through the Twitch app. That is smart. Clearly, I don't know how to use Twitch. Yeah, if I get more serious into Twitch, I will also do like a cleanup of my whole Twitch channel with the panels and everything. But so far, I'm just like giving myself no pressure and no expectations, and just kind of like doing what really matters, which is showing up on stream. My wife would love to do something like that. She's a pug fanatic. Aw, thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough. Truly, honestly. I'm gonna head off and get hydration because all I've been drinking is leftover coffee. All I've been drinking is coffee. And I'm gonna do some like little wrist stretches because if you're sitting on the computer all day, especially if you're drawing, make sure to keep your wrist stable. Are we rating anyone? Is there anyone online right now streaming? Is Adrene streaming? I actually don't have Twitch open. I have this thing called I forgot the name. Restream, yeah. I actually have a thing called Restream on at the moment, so I am actually not on Twitch, and I don't know if I can raid through this either. Yeah, Restream, yeah. It's how I can see all the chats from both YouTube and Twitch on just one singular thing, because I'm streaming on both. Yeah, Restream, yeah. No, he's not streaming today. He streams Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. You should head by sometimes. We love when you're there. Oh my god. Oh, wait. How do we... well, that's not... Raid... Alright. Can you send Twitch commands through Restream? You know what? Let's try that. Let's see if I can send Twitch commands through that. Raid... Wait, actually, I'm gonna pass it forward. I'm gonna try raiding Mel, actually, since she's streaming right now. Let's see, can you send... I'm gonna copy this just in case. Does that work? Okay, I don't think so. Let me try... We're experimenting right now. Man, you came so late! Alright, yeah. You did it! But, Meg, Did this work? Oh my god. Did it work? Okay, well, for whoever is still left over here, thank you so much for watching. I should have just left this by now, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. And I'll catch you next time. Have a good